Biden talking to Hillary Clinton for potentially Hillary Clinton being on the cabinet as the ambassador to the UN. Former National Security Advisor Susan Rice said Thursday that the reporting President-elect Joe Biden is considering Hillary Clinton for U.S. ambassador of the United Nations would be an insult to the former Secretary of State, meaning she deserves better than that. The thinking behind the move was that it would be a way for Biden to highlight the importance of that position in his administration, and that placing her there would raise the prestige of the UN itself at a time when global cooperation and the U.S. role on the world stage has ebbed, the Post reported. Thoughts?
Okay, so Hillary's probably going, why is Susan Rice speaking for me? I kind of want to get out of the House, get away from Bill. I'll take any job in the cabinet, in the administration. It's wishful thinking. He wants to attach his wagon to Hillary in some way. If this just came
Why though? Do you think Democrats, when Hillary lost, do you remember the media on the left when Hillary lost? They all slowly kind of took a step back. I don't know if you remember that or not. I mean, there was a positioning from everybody. Like, for example, we're about to see it with Republicans. Look how many people today, when they said Trump lost, everybody was waiting someone on the right to come out, and the first person, it took a day. It was Lindsey Graham saying, I'll pay $500,000 to the legal. Nobody was saying anything. Yes, Newt was, but everybody else stayed silent. So in a way, Republicans are also showing their colors. They're showing their colors to say, look, if Trump lost, we're kind of staying on the outside. Now, Ted Cruz defended him, but a lot of other guys are like, if he lost, he lost, right? Let's go and, kind of step away. Why bring Hillary Clinton back? Is there a Hillary Clinton audience for Biden to want to win over?
Well, I think she's a brand, and she's a Democratic brand, and there's a place for her probably in his administration. I think Susan Rice is saying something bigger, so I think she's validating the fact that she should have an even bigger role.
Such as? I know you're a big fan of Hillary. That's why I'm asking you. So
Let's see. A cabinet position, something much bigger than that. And I'm not sure what it would be. She's already been the Secretary of State. I mean, she doesn't need to do that again. But she's not just going to fade away. She has to stay relevant. She has to stay out there somehow. Plus, they're going to be taking this victory lap for 4 years if they can. So everybody's going to be front and center and wanting to have a piece of this.
It'd be a bad move for them to take a victory lap for 4 years, because 4 years from now, Biden's going to be 82. And I'm not sure in what state he's going to be at 82. And if you do take a victory lap for 8 years and nothing gets done, what's going to be worse is in 2 years you lose House. And if you lose House the way you do, then you can't get nothing done because you're at gridlock. And so if you lose House and you don't have Senate, then that means in 4 years, someone on the right could potentially come and take it away from you.
But Hillary wants to be involved. I mean, she became a senator and went through everything that you have to do to be elected. I mean, she's not comfortable just fading away.
Right. I have zero respect for her.
Really?
Yeah. That's Hilary and I still maintain contacts with some of the special operations units here in the United States, and the incident that's always out there has been Ghazi, and she could have saved people by just making one phone call, issuing one order for a C-130 gunship to come in and save those people. We lost an ambassador, not just special operators. We lost an ambassador because of that, because the decision wasn't made, or the decision was made as a no-go. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to protect Americans.
I don't think she's on the most liked list when you think about politics. If you were to put right now the most hated politician today, who would you put at the top of the list? Who would you put ahead of her?
Oh, you mean on the Democratic side?
No, I mean, period, left and right.
Right.
Would you put Trump one? But if Trump is one, who's number two?
Probably Hillary. Yeah. Because she's so polarizing.
You think she's number two?
I think so, probably.
Who's third? Left or right? Who's third? Most hated. McConnell?
Pelosi?
Pelosi?
I voted for Pelosi.
Pelosi? Yeah. McConnell's not liked either, by the way.
Yeah,
they're both on the same.
But she's just more high profile, so I think that she's probably got more haters. The other thing, too, is, everything's about favors at this point.
Yeah.
So whatever deal Hillary has in place already to serve, on some position, she's got that. I mean, she's going to be there.
I know you wrote an article yesterday on vtpost.com with freedom of speech being at question right now with some hate speech, where freedom of speech, they want to kind of change the First Amendment because to categorize some things isn't free. You shouldn't have the freedom to say just anything. Some things should be categorized as hate speech.
Right. So this is a member of Biden's transition team that has a media affairs job, and he's saying there's some problems with the First Amendment. Now, the reason that I believe that this thing's not going to go anywhere is because he's getting it from both sides. So very controversial thing, but I think the bigger picture is it's just another day. It's another radical thing that we're hearing that they want to potentially throw out there as a trial balloon and see where it goes, or ultimately make a change. They keep talking about everything that they can do on the first day. It's frightening when you start looking at that list. So, look, freedom of speech is there for a reason. There's a reason it's the number one, Bill of Rights. So they would be in some serious trouble if they tried to do anything with that. It's just not a priority. It shouldn't be something that they should try to attack right away.